Alright, Automatch. So be aware of that. Everyone probably try-harding too much into that. And with Teddy with Farlion here. The south side on Baku. Well, doesn't matter too much, I'd say, for this map. And yeah, Teddy with the Soviets with some conscripts. And we have Farlion with the rifles. And the infantry company to meet LengMo here with the Auster. This very teammate being Alex as the OKW. And straight away with the Kübel. Second rifle for Farlion. Not much of a choice here for him to bring in terms of a different unit, but the rear echelons for now. Oh, no units at all. LengMo with the MG42. And another grenadier. People here. Bring in some bleed.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Be careful here. Teddy's coming around with another con. Farlion trying to make some play around the MG42. Kübel about to fall, no. Actually here Teddy in the last moment changing the target to the Volksgrenadier. Was Kübel gonna live here in the end? 42 here in the very best spots, of course. This Farlion coming around for the fuel and also coming in behind the MG42 by now. People yet again see the armor somewhat, but it's gonna live eventually. And gets wiped in the retreat by Farlion, sending here a lot of units around the corner with the triple riflemen, of course. Yeah, decent start for the allies. Get a light, it is Alex. LengMo with some losses, but no. In a decent spot here, though. And also with the captain out by now and actually making good use here of the supervise for the very fast AA half track from the US forces. Does have indeed the vet one, so we make use here of the detection provided. No healing yet. Paddy, but the Molotovs. Retreat from Alex. Quick decision here, saving himself a lot of manpower.
120mm mortars are now available for deployment.
And no 222 for LengMo, but straight away the Pack 40 here for him.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Okay, Teddy will be engaging once more here, but the very damaged cons will need some healing, thus losing straight away here some models to the Kübel wagon. Victory for line. The cutoff. Axis is struggling with the resource income. Yeah, somewhat displayed. This map a little bit tricky since there's a lot of cutoffs, etc. around. Very far forward, so utilization of a point can change quite the resource income, but not per se the map control. Oh, no. It should be the dead Kübel here.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Yeah, gets off the snare. Needs to connect another bullet, and he does. Somewhat Con here. We're far behind the lines, so where's the AA? Very greedy here, Alex, just with the MG. Tough from yeah, the very poor engagement from Alex, of course. He's trying to get the YP on the one, but failed after all here. And we have delayed 2-2, the contrary for LengMo. A good connection here from LengMo with the Pack 40, sending in 2-2 with pretty decent timing, but cons are indeed around with the snares. Teddy though actually didn't have here the ammunition in that very moment. Frankly, not to the knowledge here of LengMo getting scared off by the sprint here. Not willing to gamble. So that's fortunate here for Teddy. Would have been the very end here of his AA half track. The half track can be useful on this map. 3 versus Austria. And we're quite with some support weapons. Sing in the phosphorus barrage, but hitting here the construct instead. Drops the bar. Oh, that's a tough one. AA also with a rather poor treat. Okay, fortunately enough, there is not the veterancy yet here from the Pack 40 with the improved fire rate. Could have been the end here for the AA, of course. Yeah. Andy Browning here for the Grenadiers. And that's of course the Captain's Browning with the better stats as well.
Supply half track
Nice far with 5 kills. It's not too many. And we have the double motor half track by now. Farlion, so gonna take its time here to make good use of those, like paying out in terms of the investment. Oh, was losing here one to the 2-2 pushing. Instead, we have now the LMGs. Farlion here. Also with the freshly rebuilt captain here for him. Alex will be bringing the tier 3 here for him. Gotta be careful. The rifles, since indeed they have a snare. And he's bringing some Pigrins. Interesting choice. Not the best DPS here on the open, of course. Versus the LMGs from the US forces here. Less he wants to bring himself here the Panzer Shreks into the combat. Some sandbags, but realizing enemies already around. And with the guards, that's a very late guard unit here, 12 minutes. Teddy does bring the guard mortar here. 120 is also present already, and we'll still with all the options here into the game. Oh, 40. Yeah, that's a D crew. Rather painful one for LengMo here with the misplay. Getting too greedy. The line will be just finishing off the pack 40 instead. No need for that. He's taking it for himself. That should be that 2-2 here. Yes. No misplay from LengMo, I'm afraid. Just sacrificing here another unit for nothing. Okay, Teddy now sending in the con with the cutoff. Phase 2 for LengMo. And will be another Ober for Alex. The first Ober so far. Investing here a lot into elite infantry. Actually, with 11 kills. It's gonna be the grenade. Next, with the rather late reaction here, was to retreat regardless. Actually, frontally the crew here, the MG42. It makes use of the ability, but there's the rifle grenade. Barrage coming in as well from the mortar half track. A bit too late. AA with the engine boost. Overdrive. We finish off here the Raketten. But the schwer to the defense. The very lost Raketten here, so it's probably about just to be a temporary loss here for him. Or VP lead wise, still the Axis here with the advantage, but say also the Axis with the high casualties so far, of course. Units being lost here. LengMo losing the 2-2, the Pack 40, some Grenadier. And yeah, Alex with the Kübel so far. Not great, not terrible, no. Yeah, on the contrary, no losses here so far for the Allies. Guess I missed something, but adopted. Alex always with some good pressure for the cutoff. E4 for LengMo. Been 17 minutes, so that's rather late. Oh yes, good play here with the P-Grants and the Shreks. And P-Grants so far not too optimal. Without, just with the STGs, so good choice here. Bring in the Shreks. We're here to trade itself versus the AA. Yeah, it's not most optimal, of course. Yours. Thus, MG42 being decrewed. Yeah, it's not even the AA, it's the mortar, of course. We might be able though to obtain his MG42 again. Just like it. So yeah, not the best trade here for him. 9 does have the major, so he may bring a Sherman already. LengMo with the 1 Pack 40, but does have indeed the P-Grants also for the defense. Alex with a lot of resources. It's like he's saving up for the KT. Yeah, there's the mechanized for him. Just need much more fuel here for the KT, who does lack, of course, the manpower. At 2 with 4 kills so far. Aiming here. MG funding though, the Pack 40. Luckily there is the wall here in between. Nice smoke here from Alex. Good idea of his. Yeah, very late timing here for the T-34 from Teddy. Not looking too well right now here for the Allies. Especially considering with the KT to be arriving very soon after. Like, seems to be saving now also here some manpower for it, but there's some time here for Teddy. There's some damage. And to delay that. Misses with the Shrek. Very fortunate of Farlion here. Oh. With the Scott. Contrary, we have another medium armor. The P4 for LengMo. Interesting choice. Yes, indeed, lots of AT here. In the display, but it's the snare off here. And M1 to live. Also gets wiped. Be able to pick up here the LMG since this is the Browning Grenadier. Okay. Instead it's gonna be the Pioneer, the LMG. Alex does have the fuel now, but is indeed lacking some manpower here for the KT. Oh, what a shot from the T-34. And yeah, the half track from LengMo also some impact. We have it. The big tank would be another big tank, big Lewis game, like in the Tony series. See, definitely here the Allies with the amount of tools for diving it. And Teddy will be bringing instead a caddy. Or somewhat the plan to be here. Fencing off Alex mainline infantry. And be a little bit behind here with armor itself, but it does have the infantry. There goes the Pigren. Pigren traded for the Scott. Expensive trade here in terms of the manpower at least. We're here in grave danger. About to blitz out, but yeah, there's a lot of rifles everywhere around and gonna make it out here alive. Yeah, there's the snare. Eventually should have been the better path here to keep on diving for the ambulance. Would have been quite the loss for Lion. But often it is the natural reaction to fall back in terms of the danger, trying to save yourself a unit as a defensive reaction. Trying to block a punch. Kelly with the first barrage, but will be just the very one model, and goes another Scott. LengMo with another P4.
We have a new Panzer IV.
80. Off the Maxim. Nice and rather low on VPs. Teddy in dire need here of the Su-85, which is luckily for him about to join the combat. And oh, P4. Oh, that might be skill planes. Doesn't feel necessary actually. So aiming just fortunately here BA, but okay, another plane coming. What he got in the end. Though in the return, Farlion cribbing himself here the MG42. P4 once more snared. 80. Finish off this. But won't. And yeah, time to fall back. He's ready. Oh, he's gonna dive. No snare? Where's the snare? Yeah, there's the snare. Yeah, it's gotta be D4 here. Yes, it is. He'll snack himself the M1. Alex with the crucial flanking maneuver here. But there's the crucial contestment here for the middle VP with the major from Farlion, of course. Could have died here, but it's not the heat shots, of course. Shields could have been devastating. Ooh, what a shot from the Katie. Juicy one here for Alex. S85 with the bounce. Yeah, it doesn't have as much penetration as the Firefly. Contrary now, Farlion. MG here, capturement could be the MVP play here for him. To secure at least that very VP here for the team. Ooh, what a caddy barrage. Finishing off the GLI, but yeah. That's how you may counter them. I know it's a Fox idea, but yeah. Caddy doing decent damage. Especially to those elite infantry units here as well. Leak. Only 3 kills so far. And we have another P-Gren. Smelting. That's the LMGs. Seems to be not realizing. Himself here another unit. Oh, and about to lose another grenadier. It's the M42
Steal our sec.
for the US.
Destroyed an anti-tank gun.
Another D crew of the Pack 40. There's also the Jackson. We have some Zooks being acquired as well. And LengMo with heavy losses. Alexto with the JP4. .42 remain in the hands of the US player. Skitty barrage to come. Missing all the rockets, but now nice one, almost finishing off here the GLI. So look at the overview. Balanced. Not the worst KD here for Farlion, of course. We have another Scott. It's the third Scott by now, I'd say, for him here. Yeah, was too ready, but so did LengMo. Who's here? His medium tanks, and so realizing that with a devastating flank about to come in, does pop the Panzer smoke here from the doctrine, but
Is taking our territory.
it's about too late here for him. It's with the main gun grid for him. Here goes the P4 for him. Will be straight away another P4 here for him. Does have though the battle phase 3, of course. And so probably the better choice here against the Zooks. And the Jackson doesn't suffer too much by those penetrating. So LengMo with a lot of misplays here so far. There goes the JLI. Easy target for lots of indirect. And eventually to fall here. So Farlion getting himself a Pack 40. Oh, sending in the brick bombs, but MG42 still alive here. Captain. Stopped in the very last moment from taking over. Pack 40 once more, and of course the allies very low on VPs, but so tossing in here a lot of resources, keeping at least somewhat into their hands or neutralized for a little bit more. There's two Scots now. Paddy about to take over the middle. Double S85. Going to finish off here the AP4. Should be that water half track, yes. Miss. Reaction, no defensive smoke. And yeah. LengMo changed his mind, it is the Tiger. The Tiger. Probably not the most optimal tank for the given situation here. Lots of tank hunters around. And Alex bring in UGLI. Barrage. Decent shot. Scott. That's far for the Tiger. Now it's too... Well, some damage here in terms of the HP. Thus, Linus calling off the attack, saving himself some manpower. Here we have the spearhead here from Alex. He's trying to find here the angle for the KT. The AA. And finish it off with the M1 from Farlion. Does have indeed also the better fire rate for light vehicles. Very useful indeed. Also sometimes for medium tanks if you may penetrate, so. Have a new over. The double LMG. The choice here of Alex. Rush, back the MG. Eddie not ready yet. MG gets abandoned, but Tiger's there to save the day. Gren's still well and very alive here. Oh, he's gonna live. But I neutralize the VPs. They're coming in position for flying. And we have the MG coming in. Let's have a good time here with the Su-85 in the allied armor and bring really here the armor itself in terms of the stats into the combat. Though no, finished off here after all by the caddy. Definitely a decent kill here for Teddy. Oh, very popped out into the combat with being tank himself, 2 tank hunters and the carry. Seems like very decent army composition here for him. The contrary Alex somewhat behind. Always with some casualties here in terms of the infantry. So Farlion Jackson to come in here. We have the allies with the triple VP lead with LengMo. The worst first shot. Jackson gets snared. And a safety tiger here, some time to fall back. They'll just retreat here, the engine damage. The critical repair. No. Yeah. Looks also that way. Yeah, that's a tiger to die, I'd say. So, oh, finds as well the Werfer. Yeah. Tiger not the most optimal tank, of course. So previously, easy targets here for the allies. It's about taking out the KT, yes. Would have been a very decent army comp here for Alex with the double JP4, but it's gonna be just one JP4 with nothing else being left so far. At least it is somewhat a trade. For the access though, it's a very poor one.
Another vehicle has been lost in the defense of the Rodina.
At least there's some 20 fueled salvage.
Enemy marked and targeted.
It's scary from the button down. Interesting frag bomb. There's the ammo for the snare. Could have actually double snared here the Scott instead to finish it off though.
Are swarming one of our emplacements.
Oh, that definitely won't happen. And there goes another pack 40. LengMo just breaking apart here, doesn't have any units left. And we have the skill planes, but yeah. So a little bit too late. Access not really with the timings here.
75 points remaining.
Or with the abilities ready and when necessary. I'm tossing in the frag bombs and these skill planes, but it's been already very tough casualties here for them. Yeah, dangerous. Pioneer here, models. And they're badly placed. The snare. Get the JP4 here as well. This is a shot. It does the SU-85. Gets wiped. The off map. Not a miss. So does the Shrek. Seems to be about game here. For the access. LengMo bring in Lost Wind. Interesting. And some mine here from Teddy. I know it's probably the mine here from Farlion. Doctrinal mine from the rifles. The rifleman defensive structures. There's the surrender. What a comeback. The allies. A lot of misplays here. From the Chinese team. Felt like they've been either playing rather very late. Times somewhat tired, or maybe there has been some issues from their side with the ping. It looked a little bit odd here for LengMo with some very terrible mistakes from his side. But yeah. G's were played regardless. Teddy, of course, with a decent KD to this one, so does Farlion, of course, but yeah. So it's more about here the continuous losses from LengMo here in the game. Never really managed to make it into this match. Yeah, so surprisingly, they actually managed to cut down the allies so deeply in terms of the VPs. Probably actually based here of the decent map control from Alex. Eventually, it also loses like all his units to Farlion here diving upon him. But yeah. Oh yes, as you may see. Alex with a good game here. With Teddy, had some decent map control. I think was somewhat struggling here overall as well. And yeah, in the end, Teddy and Lion went back into the game with the necessary VP control. The triple VP controls. Quite the game here of the triple VP controls for both of the teams. Somewhat. And for the unit stats, 20, a decent passive impact here into the game. Also the guard, rather late, but definitely with some nice engagement and decent impact. Also good carry barrage here from Teddy. The line with a lot of squads, with a lot of losses as well on that point, but eventually Scott definitely putting out here some decent work versus LengMo. Really poor at dodging those barrages, rather. And yeah, lots of kills for his mainline infantry. The line also paying very well here. His attention to his infantry being kept alive. Also being the key for him, like, winning this match or this side of the map here after all. Not losing his precious mainline infantry. Very well vetted, very well upgraded. And for the Axis, not much to show. The Pioneer successfully here surviving all the game. 20 kills, and yeah. Nothing left for LengMo here, I'm afraid.